know that performance so well that I know that it is not Rúben Amorim's fault. Yes, I've seen that performance happen when Mourinho was the coach of Manchester United. I've seen that performance happen when Solskjaer was the coach in Manchester United. I saw it happen with Ten Hag. Remember how tactical Ten Hag was before he ever came to Manchester United. Remember how Rúben Amorim, he was flying in Sporting Lisbon before he signed for Manchester United. So do not tell me overnight Rúben Amorim does not know what to do. Now the loss was very painful. It pained me, but then again I found myself yelling at my screen. I was yelling at the TV, yelling at Casemiro, yelling at Dalot. I couldn't need to stop myself. I was fuming after the match. Now, why I not record my match reaction immediately after the match? I was fuming, but I needed to calm down and I needed to understand something. Now, like I said, we don't see this performance for different Manchester United managers. We don't see this sort of performance. Even when we had players that were sort of a little bit better than this, we saw this sort of performance. And one thing to even go further to make you understand this performance, Mbeumo was in the match today and he performed as terribly as the other players. Marcus Cunha, excellent player on the ball. We saw him, he could not even get the grips of the ball today. Today I cannot pick any of our players that performed well. Now I'm mentioning Mbeumo and Marcus Cunha because they are our earliest or our latest addition to the squad. But today they were as worse, as terrible as the other players in the team. Now, Manchester United, like this performance today was, it just reflects me back to the Solskjaer era before he was sacked. The same team with Ten Hag, the same team with Mourinho, where it's almost like the players they did nervous. Now, every time we saw it today now, when Wan-Bissaka looked like prime Daniel Alves today every time he held the ball, because one, we know they press effectively. One, we know they play as a team. I don't think we have up to 4 or 5 players that are confident in Manchester United. It is very evident every time I see this sort of performance. You go know say that the players' confidence now be the issue. It had nothing to do with the coach sub today, because if you look at our bench today, we did not have attacking players in the bench. So some people will have the argument about Kobbie Mainoo. Yeah, you should have put Kobbie Mainoo. What would Kobbie Mainoo have done? Kobbie Mainoo is a player that is good with intricate passing in short distance. Did this match today look like we needed somebody to come and pass like Jadon Sancho? Now, I'm not criticizing Kobbie Mainoo, but saying Kobbie Mainoo should have come into this match would have not changed anything. Yes, I know Casemiro. I have complained several times and I'm still complaining about Casemiro. At this point, I don't even know what to do. We just have to wait for the summer to come for Casemiro to leave the club. Because Casemiro, we are playing one game a week and still Casemiro not fit the run. Casemiro running not be my problem. Now he positioning. Casemiro positioning. Every time Casemiro is receiving the ball, it's almost like he's so afraid. See, the thing they blow my mind. But then again, what can the manager do? What did the manager fit to bring Kobbie Mainoo? Kobbie Mainoo not get any of the defensive attributes as Casemiro did it, so he's a far more better defender than Kobbie Mainoo. So if you bring in Kobbie Mainoo, when we're on the ball, we are good. But what will not happen when we lose the ball? That is the problem. When in football, you have to think about your attacking and your defending. That's the reason why Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes are the two people who are pairing in those midfield. The other two people we get, Kobbie Mainoo fit offer you front, no back. Ugarte fit offer you back, no front. But when you put Casemiro, you get a little bit of front, a little bit of back. You put the same thing with Bruno Fernandes, a little bit of front, a little bit of back. Those are the reasons why they play as the midfield pairing for us. But today, it was just another low for us. Everybody played badly. When I see Manchester United struggling with 5-meter passes, control of the ball, then tactics, though, you don't throw tactics out of the window. If match don't they go the place where they had for players to trap ball and pass ball effectively. Let's see, West Ham did not even need to do a lot today to stop us. So yes, they did not. We did not do anything. We were even trying to cross the ball. you will see failed crosses. Now, a lot of people, I don't see a few match reactions from people saying Diego Dalot was performing well. He scored a goal. He was not performing any better than anybody on that pitch. Yes, he got the goal, but he wasn't doing anything. See, today, even Zexi, all our players today was poor. And people are criticizing the manager's sub. That is just funny. I don't know what you expected him to do. Maybe to bring the teenager, because that was the only other attacker on the bench. Kobe Mino, the midfielder, and that other boy. That was it all. He already brought in Mount. So there was no other attackers in the bench to bring into the match. And I think he was even asked in the press conference about the question, like, why don't you put on attackers? Which attackers? But then again, I know say fans, they just, when they watch football, they want the dopamine effect they get from playing FC26. So when things do not happen their way, or things do not happen as fast as fans may want, they tend to react this way, and they tend to blow things out of proportion. Now, I am as frustrated as you, but then again, I understand, say, in order for football to work, the whole team need to perform good. You see Arsenal where they perform good, so now collective unit too. And for Manchester United right now, we do not have up to 5 players that are confident in their own. Now 11 players they start match. In the whole team, we do not have up to 5 players that can hold their own. Now Arsenal have 25, maybe 22 of those ones. We do not have 5. See the distance, see the gap. See, a lot of people do not really understand that it has to function as a unit. They have to function as a team. Everybody needs to be able to play his position for the team to function. And right now for Manchester United, the attack is not functioning, the midfield is not functioning, the defense is not functioning. So what do you want the coach to do? Whoa, like, I really don't understand it too, because I know a lot of these fans see it happen with Mourinho, see it happen with Solskjaer, see Ten Hag was tactical before he came to Manchester United. All of a sudden he came to Manchester United and he had no pattern. You know why? Because confidence of the player now they determine whether they fit execute the team one and learn for training. And even when I look Manchester United players, sometimes they just do me like, say, even for training they never reached there. Now, all this would have been different if we would have won that match against Arsenal, because if you watch, that has been our best match this season. We really came out flying, and after we lost that match, everything came crashing, and even the manager said it. Now, this is not an excuse. They played very poorly, especially losing to 10 men Everton, winning Crystal Palace, and now coming here to draw West Ham. It is embarrassing, but the thing be say, this na the Manchester United we get now. We not fit throw away them. Now the thing be that they're going to need to get to January. We're going to need to get to the summer if we're going to see any progress. For now Rúben Amorim is just the pitiful, because looking at the match, you cannot see coach not fit they teach these people the basic, how to trap the ball and pass the ball. Decision making is a problem in Manchester United. I'm telling you, decision making is a big problem. Now you let me know in the comment section, what do you think the manager could have done for this match? What do you think he could have changed for us to get a better result in this match? For me, I don't blame the manager. I did not, because the players on the day, they're not even fit to do the basics, and football not be magic. If you not fit do the basics and the opponent call the attack you and rush you might lose that match or probably draw the match. And on today, we were not professional enough. We did not do anything correctly. Passing, accepting the ball, opening, decision making, we were embarrassing, and the players have to take responsibility for this one.